Everything Aaron Dingle thought he knew about love just crumbled in one night. The man he once risked everything for, Robert Sugden, has crossed a line that even Aaron can't forgive. Because this time, it wasn't another argument, another mistake, or another misunderstanding. This time, it was betrayal, the kind that breaks something deep inside you. Rumors had been swirling for weeks about Robert's so-called secret prison marriage. But when Aaron finally discovered the truth, it wasn't gossip anymore. It was real. And what followed was one of the most explosive confrontations Emmerdale has seen in years. The night started quietly enough, but behind the silence was a storm brewing. Aaron's anger had been simmering ever since he heard that Robert had married another man, Kev Townsend, while locked up. At first, he didn't want to believe it. After all, this was Robert, the same man who swore Aaron was the only person he'd ever truly loved. But when the truth came out, the heartbreak hit hard. Every memory, every promise, every late-night confession suddenly felt like a lie. And when Aaron came face to face with Robert, the tension snapped instantly. In that moment, there was no room for calm words or forgiveness, only the sharp sting of betrayal. Robert tried to speak, but Aaron's face said it all. The trust between them was gone. But Robert had a story, one he'd kept buried out of fear and guilt. He'd been by Kev's hospital bed, waiting for him to recover after a heart attack. And when Kev looked up from that hospital bed, he wasn't just another inmate. He was the man who had saved Robert's life. In prison, Robert had been a target, brutal, violent, and constantly on edge. Kev was the one who stepped in, the one who took the knife meant for Robert. And as he lay there bleeding, he made Robert promise something unthinkable. If I make it out alive, marry me. Robert didn't say yes out of love. He said yes because, at that moment, he believed neither of them would ever see the outside world again. It was an act of desperation, a way to give meaning to the nightmare they'd both survived. So when he told Aaron, I love him, but I'm not in love with him, he meant it. But that distinction, that tiny difference, didn't make the betrayal any less painful. When Robert showed up at Aaron's door, trying to explain, Aaron couldn't even look at him. It wasn't just about the marriage. It was about everything, every wound Robert had ever reopened. And when Robert said he needed more time before leaving Kev, Aaron's heart finally broke for good. His voice was calm, almost empty when he said it. I honestly don't want to see you ever again. Those words hit like a hammer. Moments later, Aaron was at the Woolpack, glass after glass, drowning everything he didn't want to feel. By the time Robert found him, he was past caring, angry, bitter, and ready to burn whatever was left between them. Do you have any idea how difficult it's been trying to protect everyone else from getting hurt? Robert said, voice shaking. I've got Vic, I've got Kev, I've got you. I'm looking out for everyone, except for myself. But Aaron wasn't buying it. Poor little Robert. Why don't you just go back to your weird little marriage? I'm sure Kev will be there, waiting with open arms and a big fat paycheck. The room went silent. Even the regulars could feel the tension shift. Robert tried to defend himself, but Aaron wasn't finished. You're that weak and pathetic that you had to marry the resident psycho just so you'd survive? Aaron shot back. Everyone froze. Victoria, Patty, the entire pub. Robert's eyes darkened. His tone turned sharp. Oh, sorry. I forgot you didn't know about your own ex, did you? That was it. The spark hit the powder. Aaron lunged, furious, raw emotion boiling over. Robert stepped back, eyes flashing, but his next words cut deeper than any shove. I'm only saying what everyone else is thinking. Aaron's face twisted, not in anger, but in something colder. I never thought I could hate anyone as much as I hate you right now. And from now on, you stay out of my life, for good. The words hung in the air like broken glass, sharp, final, and impossible to take back. After that, the room fell into uneasy silence. Victoria's face was pale. Patty just shook his head. Robert stood there, still catching his breath, realizing too late that he'd crossed every line that mattered. Outside, Aaron walked off alone, the night swallowing him whole. He didn't look back. He didn't need to. For him, this wasn't just another argument. It was the end of something that once felt unbreakable. Back at the hospital, Kev was still waiting. Robert sat beside his bed hours later, mind spinning, heart heavy. He told Aaron the truth and still lost him. Now the question wasn't whether he'd done the right thing, it was whether there was anything left to save. With Kev soon to be released, things are about to get even messier. Will Robert stay loyal to the man who saved his life, or chase the one who broke his heart? And can Aaron ever forgive him? Or is this really the end of Robron for good? Because for years, they've been the couple fans couldn't stop rooting for. The lovers who fought the world, the odds, and each other again and again. But sometimes, love doesn't fade quietly. Sometimes it explodes, leaving nothing but ashes and the question that haunts every broken heart. What if things had been different? So what do you think? Is this truly the end for Aaron and Robert, or just another brutal chapter in a love story that refuses to die? Let me know your thoughts below, because if Emmerdale have taught us anything, it's that nothing and no one